G'day and welcome to another episode of Crebos Fishing Adventures. I've been asked a few times about my setup and what gear I use, so I thought today I'll do a video on that. The fishing hasn't been great lately, the weather hasn't been real good, the water's a bit dirty at the moment. We've had a fair bit of rain here on Lake Macquarie, so yeah, a good chance for me to get my gear out and show you what... Get my gear out, sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? But anyway, we'll go over what we have and hopefully it helps, especially some of those beginners out there. Yeah, we'll give it a crack. Okay, I own a Hobie Outback. This is a 2019 model. Absolutely love it. I bought this in June 2020, so I've probably had it for like 6 or 7 months. Got it from HWS, so thanks to the guys down there. Thanks to Jamie. Shout out, mate. You got to buy the wheels. They're separate. They're heavy duty wheels. I think they're 220 bucks for those wheels. I used to own a 2016 model Outback, but it didn't have a reverse drive. This one comes with a reverse drive, the 180 drive. 180. So you can go forwards and backwards. Which I wanted because, you know, you get in situations that you want to back out of, so definite must, I think. So if you're serious about your kayaking, you definitely need the 180 drive. I know there's a 360 at the moment, which is awesome as well, I'd imagine, but one day, mate, one day, dreaming. But yeah, I'm happy with this, can't go past it. You can get the pro anglers, which are way bigger. But for me, I want to put this on the roof of my car, so with the Pro Angler it's a little bit harder to do. It's a lot heavier. So yeah, very happy with my Hobie. Okay, when you buy the 2019 model, you do get the Advantage seat, very comfortable. This is how you load it in. There's little slots here. They fit into here. Yep, so very comfortable seat. I do use a bit of a extra padding with this, just because I've got a sore ass. So yeah, you can lock it in there, so if it does tip over, it won't fall off. Still locked in. So awesome seat. There's plenty of adjustments on it. You can adjust the back on it by rotating that around. Yeah, you can make it go higher and lower, but yeah, very happy with that. Okay, on my Hobie, I do run a Lowrance hook reveal. It's a 7-inch triple shot, so I do get that down scan, side scan images as well. Yeah, it does do the mapping, the charts as well, so awesome for what I need. Okay, I use the ram mount. I think these are 1.5 inch ball joints. So got an 1.5 inch ball joint screwed into there. I've got a Berkeley cover for it as well. For this mount, click it on there, and click it on there as well. So yeah, perfect. Okay, this is my power that I use, the battery. It's lithium battery made by FPV Power. Also bought this at HWS, so thanks again, guys. But I use this. This is a 17.5 amp power. You can get a 7 amp power battery, but for running a 7-inch fish finder, you do want to grab the 17.5. If you're running a 4-inch one, I think you can get away with using the 7 amp power one. These run at $229, I think it is, for one of these batteries, but they're well worth it. They're so light. They're like, that is a pretty decent battery, and it's under 1 kilo in weight, so awesome. my fish finder runs about 1 amp, and you can get, I think it was 4,200 cycles if I'm just running my fish finder off this battery. So lifespan's huge. Awesome. I strongly recommend buying these batteries for your setup. Okay, this battery for the sounder, I store it in the front hatch of my Hobie. Yep, there's the wire there, and that's like the sail. You can put a sail in this boat as well, so that's, you can stick a pole in there and run a sail off it. But there's the shaft that goes down like a casing for it. You mount the battery off that. So yep, there's the wire that runs to me sounder, and that just clips on in there. It's tucked away, so it's pretty neat. That's tucked away in this hatch. I just keep a bucket in here. So you can buy Hobie buckets that sit in here, but rather expensive. I just can't see the value in buying one at the moment. I just use an old, you know, you can get these at Bunnings for like 10 bucks or something, not even that. So I just stick it in here, just like that. You can store things in there. This is the Hobie Livewell I have on my kayak. Brand new, it's $569 I think it is, but I got mine second hand at a reasonable price. Yeah, I've modified it a little bit. That's the actual pump there, but it normally just comes with yeah, just the end there, but I've added this section on to help me out on the water. It's a lot easier. I've got like a reducing socket here. What size is that? It's 3/4 to 3/8. So the thread coming off that pump is 3/4. So I've reduced it from, well, yeah, reduced it from 3/4 to 3/8 socket, and I've got a 3/8 BSP hose tail here. So that threads into the 3/8 female thread there, and on there I've just got a rubber hose to go over the 3/8 hose tail, and here is just a pump. It's just like a fuel pump. You can get these for like 20 bucks or whatever, and yeah, hell of a lot easier, because at the moment if you just buy this Livewell, it just comes with the pump there. So yeah, there's the inlet where the hose goes into, so you just thread that hose under there like that. Okay, there's the hose that goes down there, and that goes on the back of your kayak. A lead battery in here, but you can get the FPV battery as well to suit that, and you only need a 7 amp one, which is a, oh, you can get a pack actually. You can get a whole pack. I think it's 175 bucks. You get the battery, you get the like a charger and a regulator, yeah, to charge your Livewell. I will do that one day, but this lead battery is doing the trick at the moment, so I'm happy just to keep it as it is for now. But definitely be looking at getting the FPV lithium batteries as well for the Livewell. Okay, I'll just load this Livewell in. So the hose goes down the scupper hole. I'll just put that on there for extra support. And this knob here, it goes up and down. So when it's down, it will stop. I don't know if you can really see that, but it will stop water from going out. But when I lift it up, see the holes down here? There's holes down here, and water will flow out of there. So if you want to empty it or get some water out, you just lift that up. But when you don't, you lift it down, and the water stops going out. So that's what that is. You can secure these up a bit further with these straps. Yeah, that's the Livewell. Okay, I'm just going to do an experiment here and just show you why I have that pump set up in the Livewell. If you didn't have that pump in there, it would just be the valve with an open end. And what you'd have to do is paddle around like crazy so you get the momentum of the water coming up that tube and then disperses into the Livewell. But you could be at a spot, you know, and you want to stay in that one position, but you can't because you've got to paddle around like crazy to put some fish in, to get some water into that Livewell. So the advantage is you don't have to disturb the area you're fishing. You don't have to paddle around in circles like a crazy man trying to fill up that Livewell. With this setup, you just have to stay where you are. You might be even anchored, so you might be anchored somewhere. You can stay where you are. All you do is turn it on. Give it some pumps, and there you go. It starts filling up. And you can't do that without doing this little modification to it. That's mine. There is other modifications done, but this is my little setup that I thought it works well. But definite must. I mean, I don't know why Hobie hasn't designed something like this. The other thing too is when you turn this off, the water will eventually sink out, will come out of that hose underneath. Another thing that Hobie should have come up with some sort of like a non-return valve in here as well to stop the water from coming out, because as soon as you turn this off, the water will fall out of that hole down the tube and out into the ocean. So I don't know, I could put a non-return valve in here as well, but I'm happy the way it is at the moment. Of course, that hole is a lot smaller on the end of here. It takes a longer time for the water to escape, but you can imagine this 3/4 hole, the water will sink out pretty quick. So don't know, bad design if you ask me, but anyway. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. You lift this up and the water drains out of those holes down there. Put it back down and it seals it from the water so the water doesn't get out. Okay, we'll move on to my rods. I have 3 rods. It's more like a light, a medium, and a medium to heavy rod. All my rods are one piece, 7 foot. That Laguna brand, Diver Laguna. Okay, got a 2,000 reel, sorry, 2,500 reel, 2,500 reel and a 4,000 reel. On the light one, I've got 6-pound braid. All the braid I use is the Berkeley ×9. I've used other braids, but this one seems to be my go-to. Awesome. So all my reels, I've got that brand of braid on it. I've got 6-pound on this one, 6-pound on this one, and 8-pound on this one. Nothing special about them. I don't go top shelf on all my gear. I only, yeah, what I can afford, and it's not much really. The leaders, I normally use a 5-pound leader on this one, a 10-pound on this one, and on the heavier one sometimes use a 10 and a 20-pound. But this one here I normally use for brim around the boats, and when I'm throwing some light gear around I use this one. This one's used more me brim, and I have caught flathead on here as well, but yeah, normally just throw me plastics and me diving lures, crankbaits and things like that. And this one here I normally use for bigger flathead, dewies and things like that. And there's me leaders. That's my 5-pound leader. And I've been using this FC Rock for the 10-pound and 20-pound. This is the gear I wear out in the water. Got some fingerless gloves there, all from Yak Hunter. Yeah, I'm a member of Yak Hunter, and they're a good bunch of guys. organise competitions as well. You can buy these shirts as well. You can get personalised shirts. Crebo. So yeah, I'll be going to my first competition with these guys next month in March on Lake Macquarie. Just wear some boots there, helps a bit. But yeah, that's just a head cover, goes around your neck and goes over your head, so all sun safe. So you don't have this gear on, mate, you're asking for trouble against the sun, because I've used to fish with a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, and mate, I was getting burnt every weekend, especially through summer. Yeah, that's me GoPro hat set up. Just got it screwed in underneath there, so there's a hole goes through the cap here and gets screwed in from underneath. Yeah, so that's me setup. That's how I do most of my GoPro footage. I am going to get another GoPro down the track because I do want to get that other different angles in front of the boat and even behind me. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll get another GoPro soon. Okay, well that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. Hope you learned a little bit. If there's anything else you need to know or something I've overlooked, just put a comment down below and I'll come back to you with an answer. Yeah, thanks for supporting my channel. Just got over 100 subscribers now, so but yeah, subscribe down the bottom, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully soon I'll get some more footage out to you guys. And yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good one.